Tacky, tacky. Hello, my lovely, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Very quiet tonight. Hello, May, my lovely. I'm fine, my lovely. How are you? Hello, Addison. I hope you're well and good. I'm glad that you're fine, May. Hello, Fantasy Lover. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Hello Kelly, how are you? Good, good, good. know I haven't had one reading, but it's given me a chance to catch up on some stuff that I haven't done today. Never mind, I'm here if anybody needs me. Okie dokie. Hello, Tina. Okay, so Jessica and Tina. Okay, Jess, you're first. Yes, Tina made a payment. And her question is on the PayPal. Not shuffling very fast tonight because my thumb hurts in there, so it's a bit painful. Let's bring in a different one as well. Okay, this is really weird. What's coming out here? It's all over the place. Okay, well, surprised to see some of these cards come out, but we will go through them. So remember, in his energy, if there's something I say about him, make sure, you know, if something stands out that you can see that you're creating it, remember, because you are creating what he does, okay, and thinks, sort of thing, then adapt it within you. Now, I don't know if he has a daughter. Okay, this can come out as a daughter. If he doesn't, then it can come out as he knows that you would have given him everything. Okay, so he is struggling with either a daughter situation at the moment or with the thoughts about you. It could be both as well, if he does have a daughter as well. But struggling with things at the moment. But he is wanting a victory and success. He still has things to be released, so make sure you're releasing things within you, okay? Or he is releasing things. We got the envy card, so perhaps I can't remember if he is with somebody else. If he is, and they may be becoming very jealous of him because he might be sort of pulling away from them, so they may be very jealous, envious, okay? But he is definitely passionate about you here. So if it's not a daughter, if he doesn't have a daughter, then he's reminiscing on you, you know, what that loving feeling was between you, if you get what I mean. So he's struggling here. Between you sort of as well is he is wanting to come forward to you here, and he's feeling it as well as you're feeling it. We do have love life, so remain on your throne. Okay, he is coming to you. You're not chasing energy here. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So again, I feel, you know, he is picking up on the energy shift within you, thinking about you more, struggling that he's not with you, you know, needing to release things. But I feel because of that, that if he is with somebody, they've noticed to pull away from them energetically. So they are perhaps being very clingy or jealous at the moment. He is in despair. I don't feel this is you. I feel that this is him. Wondering, what can I do? Okay, now new love. This is to remind you to see this as a new relation. Remember, you're making a new relationship within you. You're not focusing on, you know, the 3D or the what ifs from before. But remember, again, to work on your self-concept. You've got to keep going with your self-concept. I did hear on somebody else's channel today, you know, forget having self-concept and all that. It doesn't matter, but it does. Okay, because if you have a lot of insecurities within yourself, or are prone to jealousy, insecurities, fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, then yes, when your person comes forward, you're not going to maintain and sustain the relationship, because you will go back into those old fears. Okay, it's different if you are working on self-concept, keep telling yourself, oh, there's something I must heal because there's something wrong with me. Then you're affirming that there's something wrong with you. Okay, but when you are doing self-concept, telling yourself you're irresistible, you're unforgettable, you're irreplaceable, you're beautiful, etc., etc., then that will help you when your person comes back in, so that they don't go again. We've got self-love again here as well. So really working on your self-love, especially as you've just proved to yourself that you've had a little bit of a blip with your job-wise. Okay, remember that it's self-concept is for everything. How you're showing up in the world is how others are going to see you and reflect it back to you. Again, you are the magician of everything. Okay, Spirit is saying, so don't pin yourself down with what's happened lately in your life overall, because it affects your energy completely and has a ripple effect on people in your life as well, whether they are currently in your life or physically not in your life. Okay, so remember, you're the magician, so you can get this back on track. Keep imagining what you want. Remember, there are numerous realities that we're in. What reality would you like to jump into? But you have to see it as that reality. You're not looking back at the old. You have to imagine you've like jumped on a step and that step's collapsed. Your current one has collapsed. So you can't jump back, because you'd fall off into the abyss. Okay, that's how when I jump realities, how I do it. I think about what I want, what I don't like in this timeline. And I know that there's a version of me that is doing something that I want to be doing in another timeline. So I write it down, I write the two down, I rip it up, the old timeline, and I throw it away. So to me, it's like a step. I can't come back because I'll fall off. So I have to keep living, reminding myself that no, in this timeline, I have X, Y, Z, okay, until it becomes a hardened fact, if you like. So working on your self-concept, seeing this as the relationship, the new relationship you want, okay, and remembering you're the magician, but I do see a shift in his energy anyway, which is good. I'm not getting any action cards from him yet, because you haven't changed it enough within you. Okay, you've been up and down in your energy, so you're not seeing the full thing that you want yet. But there's always movement. Okay, so he is releasing things. He is thinking about you, wants victory, okay, and he will be coming towards you. Yeah, message. Okay, he's thinking about messaging you. It might take him a couple more days or weeks or whatever. Okay, but the quicker, remember, the timing is down to you feeling it's naturally already happening. It's already happening. You're telling yourself that you're already in constant communication, not still looking for it. If you're looking, it's reminding yourself that you don't have. So you're going back into the old state or the old timeline. Right, Tina, my lovely. Good, good, good. But are you, when you think about him, thinking that you're already together? If you're still seeing yourself as separate, then you're not in the wish fulfilled. Even you don't have to think as far ahead of, oh, we're married. You know that in your heart anyway, that you're going to be married one day or living together one day. But for the moment, are you still seeing him, oh, he's not ringing me yet, or he hasn't contacted me yet, or no, we're in constant communication? Okay, remember, your assumption is what you're going to get. Good, good, good. Right, Tina, my lovely. Okay, Tina, for you. No, I don't see him coming forward yet, and I'll explain why. In his energy, he has some things going on in home area. Okay, or just feeling very pressured or stressed at this time. He is realizing that there has to be changes, okay, in your connection. And he is, these two cards came out together, you know, needing to rest. This is spirit showing he needs to rest so that he is more balanced in his thoughts and emotions here. So this is like a hermit mode, quiet mode. So I don't feel that there's no action here. So I don't feel that, I would be very surprised if he did contact you in the next week or two. Okay, I don't see movement. I see him regenerating, if you like, thinking and that. Now, Spirit is saying between you, they are sort of trying, you know, he will come forward at some point, but you do tend to self-sabotage a lot, okay, in your thoughts. You overthink. Your thoughts are going round and round and round, and it's usually in the negatives, which is repelling energy, rather than in the positives. We're such a beautiful couple together. We're a perfect match. You tend to, like I say, self-sabotage. You overthink things, which is your downfall. Okay, so you can go to my Get Them Back playlist, my lovely, to understand how to shift your energy so that it's in attracting towards you energy instead of keeping him away energy. He's not ready to come forward at the moment, and I don't feel you are either. If he came forward, the two of you just go back into no contact, because you haven't sort of shifted your old story, if you like. Okay, so you just need to work on your self-concept and change the story that you have about him, yourself, and the relationship. You know, when you think about him in the day, what are you thinking? You know, apart from, oh, he's not here, when's he going to contact me, how much longer? Well, that's repelling energy, because it's showing lack energy, rather than thinking about him as if you're already in that beautiful relationship, because there is only the now. If you're looking at, oh, well, one day he'll hopefully come back. Well, one day, you're keeping it away from you. You're causing the time to drift out. You're making time go by longer. Okay, so when you're getting into the feeling of, we're in a loving relationship, we're a perfect couple, oh, he's head over heels in love with me. Imagine the quickest way to collapse time and space. You know, work on your self-concept as well. Think, you know, what happened for it to go into no contact. You know, what sort of thoughts were you having leading up to it? How were you seeing yourself? How were you thinking about him? What were you thinking about the relationship? Were there old thoughts coming in? Okay, there's so many, you know, I explain it all on my other in the Get Them Back playlist, and in there are videos from my other channel to explain as well. But you definitely self-sabotage, so it's going to be a very up and down relationship if you don't get more balanced in your self-concept, knowing that you're irresistible, you're irreplaceable, you're always loved and accepted how you are. You're beautiful, you're worthy, you're good enough. Okay, how do you want him to be? You know, he's loving, he's attentive, he respects me, he's constant communication with me, instead of thinking all the old. Whatever you assume to be true, what you believe in, what your thoughts are, as the dominant thoughts, is what's going to play out. That is one of the spiritual laws. Okay, so I don't feel that he's going to come forward just yet, because he's not in the right place and you're not in the right place. So even if he's came into contact again, it wouldn't last very long. You'd fall back out again. You can get it back again. But no to your question there. I'd be very surprised if he did with these, what's come out here. He will do eventually, but the time it takes is, yeah, Spirit is saying he will do. He does love you. Okay. But the time it takes is down to you as well. So my Get Them Back playlist will help. Hello, Wendy, my lovely. I've just seen a comment left on, I get notifications when people leave a comment on any of my videos, and there's somebody from who's just watched one of my other channel videos, affirmations. What are they? Why use them? How to use them? And when? And she's put, "Hi Sophia, a few months back I saw one of your videos from Your Thoughts Create. Ever since I'm practicing affirmations and manifestations, I have even manifested my dream trip. Thank you so much for making these videos and changing our lives. I see you as my soul mother." How lovely. She'll have to reply to that little comment soon. I came across a new technique today. So a new way of looking at things. Well, it's not, I have talked about it, about parallel realities, but I'm doing a technique to help me feel like I have shifted into that timeline. I watched an awesome video of a woman who she was being interviewed because she wanted to she was married. She'd been married for 10, 11 years, but she'd got to the point where she felt that though, you know, she loved her husband, but she felt that she knew he loved her, but she felt that he wasn't respectful, he wasn't helping out with the kids and this, that and the other. So her thoughts started to go to, shall I end this marriage and go and look for a soulmate who understands me, who can give me what I want? And when she realized about parallel realities, that there are many different versions of her that has what she wants, she thought, well, why go looking for somebody else when I can just pick the timeline where my husband and I are okay together? So she did that. She thought about what she wanted. Well, I want him to respect me, love me, appreciate me, help out, for it to be even with the kids, etc. And so she thought about what she wanted, and then she literally saw him as that version. She ignored the 3D version that was in front of her face. She literally was seeing him as treating her with respect, helping out with the kids, etc., etc. Within 3 days, he had changed to that version. She said, it's not like I said to him, oi, I'm thinking of changing you or whatever. Okay, she changed it in her head. She just saw him as that version, and within 3 days, she said, our marriage had been the same for 10, 11 years. She said it hadn't changed. She said, and then within 3 days, he changes. She said, and then a couple of weeks later, I was sat in my car, stuck in traffic, and I was thinking about losing weight, how they had both been not very healthy. And so she decided she thought to herself, well, there is a timeline somewhere where hubby and I, when we got married, stayed fit and healthy. She said, I sort of did a quick imagination while I was sat in traffic in the car. She said, I got home, forgot about it. She said, 3 days later, he said to me, you look like you've lost weight. So she was like, do I? She hadn't been dieting or anything. And then she said that a couple of days later, he came in and said, I've just weighed myself and I've lost weight. And then she realized that it's because she had shifted timelines. So I'm just trying a technique myself. There is something I've done physically. Okay, so I will if I see any changes myself, then I will let you know, because it may be a quicker way of collapsing time and space. But in the meantime, the only other quick way that I know is assuming that you've already got what you want. It's like doing that anyway, but also having those phone conversations with yourself as well. You know, between you and a friend, pretending that you already have what you want. Hello, Sasha, my lovely. Yeah, that's good. But remember, you've got to stay in that all day. Okay, so imagine, say you had shifted into that timeline and it's collapsed, like I was saying to Jess. Okay, you've collapsed that timeline, so you can't jump back to it. Okay, so you're in that timeline where he's sat at the table, but then as you go on your day, you might think, oh, but we're not even in contact. Well, you can't jump back to that old story, it's gone. So you have to be in that timeline of, well, he's here. Okay, see what I'm saying? If you're flip-flopping between the two, that's what causes the time delay, because you're not in that wish fulfilled all the time. Remember, like Neville said, you've got to wear your new assumption around your new identity as if it's a suit. You're wearing it around. You're wearing that I'm Wendy who's in a relationship suit, not I'm Wendy looking at my phone going, oh, he's not contacting me or he's not here. Okay. But remember as well, Wendy, you've got some inner programming that you need to get rid of. Because how many times has he come back and he goes again? So you can, imagine that he's there, this, that, and the other, but how long is he going to stay? That's why you need to reprogram that programming that is telling you, oh, he always goes away. Good, good, good. Yes. Playlists are good as well. They're better than breakup songs, put it that way. Yes, exactly. I did that at one point. Hello, Lashane, my lovely. Tonight's is only paid readings. I will be back doing the free readings tomorrow night. Well, it may be daytime where you are, but I usually start about 8 p.m. UK time. You're welcome, my lovely. Oh, hello, my lovely. Okay. Right, okay, my lovely. Things will be favourable between you, okay, and victory will be yours, okay. He's not ready to come forward yet, okay, so you're not going to see a lot of movement. You may be in touch, but he's not ready to show you the version of him that you want, if you like. You will get to know each other, okay, more. Again, this is showing me that, you know, he's going to be back in your life. You're going to be getting on, okay. Spirit is saying you still need to be strong and have the confidence and courage to put the work in, because you're still in a negative thought pattern. So negative thought patterns are repelling energy. It's not bringing you what you want. So Spirit is saying be strong. Keep seeing this as a loving connection instead of all the negatives in it. As humans, we like to go to the negatives. Okay. So put the work in, my lovely. Get out of your head those thoughts that are not doing you any good. Okay. So I'm not really seeing a lot of movement between you at the moment, but things will pick up between you once you've sort of shifted your energy into loving energy rather than resentful arguing in your head energy with him and picking over the old energy. Okay, so I can't really give you much there because there isn't much. You're the magician, you're creating what happens, so start creating the version of him and you that you do want instead of looking at the version that wasn't working. Everything I talk about on my Get Them Back playlist. Pay attention to the red flag. So where are your thoughts when you think about him in the day? Is it lined up to we're in a loving relationship, or he's not here, he's an arse, he did this, he did that, he needs to be doing this, he needs to be doing that? That's all repelling energy. Go, Wendy. Okay. As it's been quiet, I'm going to make a move anyway. I don't think I'm going to get anybody else this evening. So thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Addison. Thank you to all of you who've been hanging around watching the silence. I don't think that, no, that's me who's just done that. Right, and I will catch up with you tomorrow night. Have a good day wherever you are, or good night. Love and light.